Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So this is officially my first YouTube video rebranded as Mama's Lifestyle Lounge, and I'm so excited to start this YouTube journey with you guys. So today I wanted to talk about a topic that's really close to my heart because this is something that I am living every day. I live this on a daily basis, and that is balancing life as a blended family. So as some of you know, I am in a blended family. I have 3 kids. I have 2 with my ex-husband and 1 with my current boyfriend, which definitely brings its own set of challenges, but rewards too. Everyone in a blended family has different experiences, so I thought I'd share my experience and some insights on what my journey has been like for myself and my family, and maybe hopefully relate to some of you. A little background: when I met my current boyfriend Tay, it was just me and the boys. Then about a year later, Tay and I had our daughters. So if you do the math, it didn't take long to get pregnant, but that's another conversation. But the crazy thing is that my ex-husband and Tay have never met yet, and it's been like 3 years. Yeah, so they still haven't met in person. There's no fighting, there's no animosity or anything between the two. They just haven't gotten around to it, and maybe we haven't like made the time or put in the effort, but we'll work on that. Let's talk about what a blended family means, or what it means to me. To me, it's not just about 2 families coming together, which it is, but to me, it's about like building new relationships and understanding different backgrounds and creating a home where everyone feels included and loved. And in some way, you're adjusting to a whole new life, So one of the biggest lessons I've learned is the importance of communication. That sounds so cliche, but I'm talking about communication with your ex. It's not something I thought about until my dad had a little talk with me. He explained to me that a lot of times with kids who have divorced parents, they sometimes put the blame on themselves, or they feel heartbroken when they see the 2 people they love and look up to are no longer a solid unit. It's hard. Anyway, my dad told me that it's so important that the kids see us communicating, me and my ex-husband, they see us communicating with each other nicely. When we communicate nicely with each other in front of them, it makes the kids feel at ease knowing that we're still on the same team. We may not be together, but we're still on the same team. And luckily, the transition into our new situation was pretty smooth and didn't face too much resistance. But I think the most important thing for the kids was to make sure that they knew that they are loved from all people in their lives, even if the living situations are different. Now I want to talk about the challenges we faced, and I'm sure a lot of you guys may face this as well, or may have faced this. In the early days of our journey as a blended family, I often found myself kind of in the middle, like the middleman, trying to balance my kids' needs along with my new partner's needs and my partner's adjustment to having them in his life. It was a huge shift for him because he went from no kids, being single, to suddenly having 2 kids pretty much overnight, trying to balance being supportive for the kids, but at the same time not overstepping. So I feel like I was constantly trying to please both sides, which was like really stressful for me because I wanted my kids to feel safe and secure, but I also wanted my partner to feel comfortable and included. So that wasn't easy, and the pressure was, it was real on the both of us. Like, he'd never had kids in his life before, and just going into parenting with 2 kids overnight was, understandably overwhelming. Like, I get it, and I appreciate him so much, for stepping up for me and the kids. He wasn't used to the level of patience it takes being around kids. So hold on. You know, he spent most of his life around adults, so like little things that kids do is, you know, maybe leave a sock on the floor or not say thank you for certain things. It left him like really frustrated because he's used to, you know, adult manners. I had to remind him that they're just kids, they're still learning and growing. I'll make sure that, you know, I do teach them those things, but they're not intentionally being disrespectful. And that was a big adjustment period, and that was, I think, one of the biggest struggles that we had to figure out. That just really takes time, and we learn as we go. No one's perfect, and I honestly, as long as you have a willing partner, a partner that's willing to go through this with you and learn to adjust to a new life, you guys will be okay. So now I wanted to talk about quality time, and this is where I struggle. And this is something that I wish we had more of, because it is really hard for me to spend quality time with the boys because of their schedule. It is like jam-packed with sports. I get kind of bummed out because it can be tough to find moments to bond as a family, and I feel like families need that. So I get the boys at the beginning of the week, and their dad gets them during the second half of the week, so that includes weekends. And when I have them, it's a school night. They usually have a game or practice after school, and we have to go to sleep early because the next day they have school. Like, I do wish I could do more fun things with them. So right now I'm working on figuring something out. My relationship with their dad is very easygoing, thank goodness. And so if I wanted to take the boys on a date that he was supposed to, I could. As long as, you know, we're working around their sports schedule, I could have them. If you guys are in the same situation, like, let me know what you guys do, because I want to know how to spend more quality time with my kids, because they only have one childhood and I feel like I'm missing out on a lot of it. If you guys could help me out, that'd be greatly appreciated. Patience is a big thing in blended families, and it definitely takes time because there will be a lot of ups and downs, and we have to remind ourselves to be patient and kind, especially when things get a little chaotic, because they will. And I feel like I live my life in chaos, but you know, because we're dealing with multiple parties, and making sure everyone is on the same page can be very stressful. You know, communication between different moms, dads, uncles, stepmom, stepdad, you know, it's a lot. So if you're a part of a blended family like me, and if you're struggling, just know you're not alone. Just embrace the journey. I'm talking to myself too. We have to remind ourselves to celebrate the little things, the little victories that we have, and cherish the love that is growing in so many ways, because there's so much more people to love when you're in a blended family. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope I could relate to some of you guys. Just like, comment, share, subscribe, all that stuff, so we can always connect and have our little mom chit chats. And just remember, you're an amazing mom, you're an amazing dad. You got this. If I can do it, you guys can do it. But until next time, take care.